We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking a sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Returning from the 18-yard line. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first-rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. The stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop it.
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Operating now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to wind up out of bounds on 3rd down, so they're going to be forced to punt this away now. Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Cowboys and George Pickens set for this next possession. And this truly has been an excellent campaign for him, sitting among the NFL's top 5 in receiving yards. Throw secured by George Pickens. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
One play action with Dart. Down to the 10. Pass is caught at the 9. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, Every defense will go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
George Pickens, the intended target. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Scatterboo now from the gun. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Cowboys take a 13-0 lead. Nobody counted on a return trip to the end zone for him, partner, and maybe that's why it worked out for his 2nd score of this game.
Yeah, and if 2's good, make him stop this fullback because the dude is on fire.
Let's go. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him and starts at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Smith. Connection made. Travis Etienne. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's got it all the way down to the 12. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Eagles.
Slot receivers headed left.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Smith. He completes it in traffic. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Here's a gift to Hunt. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go block. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. His defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play.
3rd and goal.
Blitz coming for Smith. But he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
It's 4th down and goal.
The kick by Patterson is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Kick taken in here at the 17. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Cowboys and George Pickens set for this next possession. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. First get on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Up to the ground by Kaiser White.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up
3rd down now. Here's Dart. And he's going to try to drop it in deep right. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
incomplete.
Their punter making his way out now.
Defended by Christian.
And he'll try to hit this one well. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. The Eagles back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. First and 10 from the 32. They go right back to ETN. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
Brings up second and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. That's more on the quick slant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Short pass brought in. And they make this stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's second and inches. Now give this up the middle to ETN. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Nice.
Working inside the red zone. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. But it looked like an Eagle flew in and was first to the ball. They're going to maintain possession. Still their football, but need to make some progress here. This is second and long. Moore going in motion left. Shotgun snap to Smith. He's running with it, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Geno Smith with a touchdown. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 4.
Eagles 10.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. The return starts at the 18. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They've ripped off 4 straight wins, and if this lead holds, that's going to be 5 before we know it. On first and 10, here's Dart. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Darts out of the shotgun. Well secured by Jaden Higgins. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Dart. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll come up on first and 10. Dart going to throw again. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get 6 more on their early advantage. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11.
Eagles 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's D. Alford. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. The Eagles back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Smith taking off with it. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Finds Worthy complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Smith. Brought in right side by McMillan. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out left, Worthy makes the ground. And he's tackled for a short gain. So now here's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Again, it's Smith to the air. Right back to Worthy. And his spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
A gain of 5.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. He's keeping it. He's going for it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go with Hunt on the run. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Smith on 1st down. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Cowboys are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
So many of these NFL facilities we travel around and we see signage all over the place. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's about protecting it offensively, and it's about doing just that, taking it away defensively.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackle made by Jair Brown.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
A 1-yard pickup.
And right back to Scatterboo. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. His kick is away, but it is short and straight up into the air. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Eagles, down running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. Now, we walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
He's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Here's a give to Etienne. He's pushed straight ahead next, maybe a yard at most. John Campbell, yet another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. The Cowboys and George Pickens set for this next possession. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. On 1st down, here's Dart. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Into the hands of Pickett. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. Dart pushing him to get set up quick here.
14-yard line.
From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
60 Bison.
From the gun, here's Dart. Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
15 yards on the play. That's another Cowboys.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
A loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
With the gun this time, here's Dart. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Taylor. Maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. Pretty easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a heartbeat. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the 26-yard line.
From the gun, Smith. Now look underneath here for Etienne. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. So 1st down from the 41.
A gain of 15.
ETN gets it on his own read. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. It's going to cost him about a yard. Offense to the line, second down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. That's incomplete left side. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. So now it's going to be third and long.
Intended for DJ Moore. Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
They'll throw, third and long. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be fourth and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Trap 60. Come 19. Come 19. Go.
One play action with darts. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
Gibbs now from the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Dart pushing him to get set up quick here.
It's third and 10.
Throw here, third down. This is a heater going deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Incomplete on the jump ball.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying.
The Eagles take over.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And their boldness, well, we've seen it pay off in the past, Brock, just not on their last drive. They got turned away on fourth down.
Yeah, and I think the play caller, honestly, Kate, takes more responsibility than anybody. He really feels like if you've planned for wins on fourth down, they couldn't execute it last time out.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Short pass brought in. Has some daylight through the 40. Racing down the left side. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Smith to the air now. Finds a man right side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First down. First and 10.
Looking inside the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far. Second and 6 coming up here.
It's now second and 6 at the 16-yard line.
And again, it's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be fourth and short. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. Hunt trying things up the gut. Shoots away from one. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 1